There is a reason why I had to leave my family to live with my aunt. I wish I could have stayed with my family. I had many friends, but I knew I had to move for my safety and my family's safety. It was a regular day, but something did not just feel right. The bell rang and my teacher told us to sit down. That is when the door suddenly opened. It was the new kid. When I looked at him, it was almost as if I could see right through him. I did not think about it at the time. He started to walk towards me. He pulled the seat right next to me. He said that his name was Arnold Chester. That seemed familiar, but I did not know why. I showed him around the school. We were sitting in social studies class and we were talking about the history of our town. He seemed upset that we were talking about that topic. Even so, he asked the teacher to get a drink of water, and he didn't come back until the period was over. When we were going to our next class, he asked me if I wanted to go to his house. He gave me a piece of paper with his address, and 4 hours later, I was walking to his house. I noticed that the paper was really old. It was wrinkly and it was yellow. Everything seemed weird today, but I just kept on walking. As I got to his house, it seemed spooky. I knocked on the door and got no answer. I knocked again. I noticed that the door was unlocked, so I just opened the door. As I walked in, I said hello. Nobody answered. This place looked abandoned. There were cobwebs everywhere. The lights were flickering and there was an eerie feeling about this place. That's when the door slammed shut and someone was calling my name. "Arnold, is that you?" I said. There was no answer. I was scared, so I just ran out of the house. I opened the front door and started running home. I never looked back. When I got home, I went straight to bed. I could not sleep all night. I was just thinking about what happened. The next day, I went to the library. When I got there, I went straight to the computers. I looked up the address of that house. I clicked on the first website I saw. I started reading. That house was owned by the Chester family in 1693. That is when I remembered his name, Arnold Chester. His family put a curse on the town. We learned about it in school. They lured people into their house and tormented them. The town did not like it, so they ended up kicking them out of the town. Before they went, they told the townspeople, whoever steps foot in that house will be cursed, and that person's family. That scared me. That meant that my family was cursed. I went home and told my mom right away. My mom said that when she was young, a girl from her school went into that house, and the only way to get rid of it is for that person who went in that house to leave the town. I was sad that I was going to leave my family. I was going to go live with my aunt. Now that I'm older, I want to go back there and put an end to this, but I don't want to put my family in any danger. I did hear that a bunch of teenagers went into that house, and last thing I heard, they were never found.